today we're going to be doing something different. I know I say that a lot, but today is true. We're going to be doing something a lot different, and here's a little hint.
I've been on a vibe kind of hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap.
Alright, so if you couldn't guess from the Spaceman t-shirt, I'm actually going to be doing some astrophotography, and this one's going to come with me. So don't mind me while I get some of her stuff ready. I'm getting snacks and blankets and her collapsible bowls, because this is actually going to be kind of a quick trip. Now, we're going to Alabama Hills, California, and normally it's like 4 or 5 hours north of Los Angeles, so normally these trips would take a lot of planning, but it's just a weird situation where we can go up there for a day. We're able to get a free room somehow on somebody's points, and we're going to go up there, shoot some Milkway stuff, and then sleep in the hotel room for a few hours, get up, shoot sunrise, and then come back. So it's going to be a quick trip, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so one of the things that got me into photography was deep space astrophotography. Now that's a really weird place to start, but I'm a nerd and that's where I started. And I used to use equipment like this when I lived in Indiana to take photos like this. And it was great because in Indiana it's a little bit darker. I can set the stuff up in my backyard, but out here in LA you have to travel to get kind of stuff like that because it's just too bright here. There are places around LA, not very far, within 45 minutes drive or so that you can do it, but it's just not worth it to lug that heavy equipment around. So what we're going to do this time is, this is not sponsored or anything, but I got one of these Move Shoot Move $200 trackers, and we're going to test it out. I've never actually used it, and we're going to see how well it does at Milky Way photography. It's a lot more portable, as you can see, than the big tracker that I have, and it's meant for wide angle Milky Way stuff. So another thing that we're going to do is we're going to use this old mask that I bought as a prank along with this t-shirt that I got from Into the AM. They reached out to me and gave me some t-shirts last year to do some content for them on Instagram, and this one's going to be perfect because it glows in the dark. So we're going to charge it up with some lights, use this mask, and use the laser pointer that comes with the Move Shoot Move tracker to help align it, and make some interesting sort of funny ET phone home type of stuff. But also I'm going to set up and do some time lapses, and I'm going to try to use a longer focal length lens, and we'll see how well it works. I don't know, I don't think it's going to exceed the weight limits of this little tracker, but I'm going to try and get a certain part of the Milky Way that I've always wanted to photograph that's a little bit further out. So it might be a little bit more challenging, but we'll see. And I'm going to go over how to do this, what my settings are, how the interval is working, and the longer shutter speeds, all of that when I get there. So, got a lot to do, and I'm going to keep packing. I got to get all of her stuff ready. Can you see her? Yep, I got to get her blankies and all that stuff packed into the collapsible water bowls and all that packed in my bag, because I'm only taking one bag because we're not going to be there very long. So, anyway, yeah, fun times ahead. Keep watching, and maybe we'll learn something new. Only been here a few minutes and she's already killing wildlife. It's just Sophina.
Hey, buddy.
Stop.
Hey, Johnny. That's your baby.
Hey, it's okay. Stop. Hopefully you can see this because it's pitch dark out here in the middle of Alabama Hills, and I failed to take some video earlier, so this is how this works. You can see here we've got the ball head with the tracker attached. And what you do is you put it on here and you tilt the tracker until this green laser points at Polaris. Once you successfully point it at Polaris, you can put your camera second ball head pointed at what you're looking for. And then turn on the tracker. We're set for Northern Hemisphere right now. And stellar tracking, which is sidereal. Basically it moves in the spin of the Earth. So with that, I'm going to take a quick look. You can see some results here. Alright, so you may not be able to see too well because we're pointing this at a screen, but this is a tracked 2-minute exposure at ISO 400 f1.4. And you can see a lot of color and a lot of detail in this way. You get a tracker. So far I'm pretty impressed, but we'll see. I want the Milky Way to rise up a little bit more, see how much color I can get in it without any chromatic aberrations or purple fringing. Alright, Sunday morning, trying to get the dog to go potty in this no man's land here. That's actually an airstrip, like a makeshift airstrip, but yeah, just woke up and we're gonna go do some quick shooting and then food and then head home. I'm really pleased with the Milky Way shots I got last night. Very pleased with the move, shoot, move tracker so far. I think that I haven't processed them yet, but maybe by the time you're seeing this part of the video, you've seen my processed ones. I'm not sure, but it might take a few days. But I got some good spots of the row. I call it the row off, but it's like row Ofiki or something. I don't know how to say it correctly. Cloud complex, which is just above the Milky Way with a telephoto, and then I did the Milky Way and got some good foreground shots of the arch. We did a little droning this morning, so yeah. These mountains look good. You can't really see them from here. They look good in the morning with their snow caps. And you can see this low plain. It's just, California's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to spend some time trying to get this one to use the bathroom. And then we'll be on to our next morning shoot. You wanna go to the bathroom? Just walk from the parking area to the boot arch. Everyone's here, probably overexposed because I forgot my ND filter, so I'm gonna try my best to fix it, but sometimes they look really weird when I do that. Oh, dog's getting everyone tangled up. Boot arch, we're gonna do some photos here, and then I'm not sure what's going after that. We're headed home soon, but I'm not sure if we're going to eat after this or what. But anyway, this is cool. It does look like a boot. The hole looks like a boot. Exploring around a little bit now. Me and the dog just walked up into the boot arch and got some photographs together up there. And then I spent some time photographing some other friends. Standing on top of it, and now I'm exploring these interesting ball rock formations. I really should have brought my ND filter because this is very overexposed, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to save it, but you know, if I can't, let's prop down here. If I can't, I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? My ND filter's in my bag, I think. I should probably go and get that. Epiphany. Let's go. Trip's been a lot of fun. Pete's flying a drone. Dog's sitting next to me. I decided to plop down because I got a headache and it's getting pretty nauseating, so I'm just going to chill for a little bit until it subsides. And then, I'm not sure what we're going to do after this. Probably eat. That will help the headache too, so. Anyway. Boot arch. Huh? A Modelo. Alright, so before all my batteries die, I'm just going to summarize the trip real quick. It was great overall. I didn't get to do a lot of stuff that I thought I was going to get to do. I skipped the time lapses completely because I was afraid. There was probably about 15 people there, and I was afraid that the little tripod that I was using, somebody would kick it. So I just didn't even get it out. And I was experimenting so much with the move, shoot, move tracker that I really didn't have time to think about anything else. Because I was trying to get a certain part of the Milky Way called the row off, whatever. I tried to attempt to say it earlier, but and I found out that it doesn't seem that the move, shoot, move, unless I changed the speed of it, which I wasn't certain what speed to change it to based on the readout on top of the screen. It doesn't really work that well tracking deeper space objects at anything over 70 millimeters. So I'm gonna have to play with it to get that right. But it did a great job on the Milky Way, and then I was, you know, doing a little video on how to do that, and then having my friends use it or try to use it. So anyway, yeah, we didn't do any of the alien stuff with the laser or anything like that. We wanted to. Poncho also wanted to climb the arch because it's allowed to climb those things, but that grumpy guy just didn't want anybody in his shot, and he was an older guy, and we were all just kind of like, yeah, whatever, let's not even aggravate him. Yeah. Anyway, and I didn't do a lot of video today, didn't do a lot of vlogging because, I don't know, my sinuses are just really sensitive, and going from the smoggy LA atmosphere that I'm used to up into the clean air of the high desert, you know, 4 hours north of here, really started to make my sinuses like kick me in the face, and I had a terrible headache this morning, and it's still lingering right now, so I just took my second Excedrin. Anyway, the battery in this camera is about to die. Both my mic is still on and the receiver is about half dead. So before my mic and my camera battery die, I'm gonna say I will see you next time, and keep your eyes open for a video on how I process these photos, because I know not everyone really knows how to process Milky Way and space photos or stack them. There are several ways of doing it. I'm going to go over the simplest way first, and then in the future I may have some more videos where I do more advanced stacking methods using a stacking program other than just stacking 2 or 3 manually in Photoshop. So keep your eyes open for those, and definitely keep your eyes open for more trips, because the portability of this move, shoot, move tracker is amazing. So I'm probably going to take it around places here in LA like Malibu, where it is dark enough to see the Milky Way, and do a little bit longer exposure, because I can probably get similar colors out of it by keeping my shutter open longer, as long as it's tracked, where I haven't been able to before in places that aren't as dark. So we'll see. Keep your eyes open for those videos, because they are coming soon. I don't know when, but you know, it's getting to be summer, so they'll be coming soon. As soon as the Milky Way starts rising a little bit earlier than 11:30, there'll be a lot more. So with that, I will see you next time. I'm going to hit the shower, and I'm going to start doing my data dump so that you guys can see all the photos I took. I'll say all the great photos, but I'm not sure if they're great yet or not. I got to get in there and look at them first. So anyway, I will see you guys next time.